court can pass decree for restoration of the conjugal rights. What is conjugal rights?
So actually,
I,
they're
I,
forcing.
yes, I need not explain. Now mobile is available with everyone. They can
They
Google.
will Google. Yeah.
So what is conjugal rights? How can a court say? So these are changing now.
Mm.
I say the law is dynamic. Law is changing every day. It's changing rapidly. I believe within 10 to
So
15 years.
basically, you're saying it's contradictory in itself. Like, if you don't recognize marital rape, which is actually a thing, at the same time, you're saying that,
Restoration of conjugal rights. Why?
restitution of funds. So
Strange thing.
it's contradictory in themselves.
And then
So,
few things are there. I believe with the time it will change. The alimony part I said.
please.
Recently, I will not take name. Recently, you have seen a famous wife of a famous cricketer. She is getting 4 lakhs.
Mhm.
She wants 10 lakhs. Why?
Yes.
Everyone is educated. You got married, you got divorced, you are getting money. Why 10 lakhs?
Yeah.
Work. Worst side I am saying, the 2 cases are stigma in my life. I still feel bad. 2 cases. One case, what happened? A rickshaw puller, someone sent me his, Dada, please do it. I know him. Sure, we'll do it. A rickshaw puller's court passed one order, trial court, that you have to give alimony of 7,000 rupees per month. He stays in a small hut, Jupri basically. I prefer revision application. And what court said, ask your client to paddle more. It's about one of the worst case I still remember from my initial days. A guy was there. He got married, and on the night he approached his wife, and wife says, yeah, my father was ill, so I did some puja and all. So during this time, we won't do anything. Fine. That much understanding should be there. That was there. After that, in the Bengali marriage, there's a Ashtamangala or something like that. And he and his wife went for Ashtamangala, that Jor and Bijor. Then he came back, his wife came. The brother-in-law of his wife brought her to the house. The night they were sleeping, husband and wife. Around 2:30, he woke up and he couldn't find his wife beside him. He was searching for her, and just beside, adjacent room, he got some noises. He went there and found that his wife and brother-in-law of his wife, they were making out. Yes, it may sound bad, and it created chaos. The village area, it created chaos. Everyone came, caught them red-handed. They left. Everything ended. Khatam. After that, in village area, divorce doesn't work. After almost 2 years, he got a notice. That guy. Notice of what? Notice praying for alimony for the wife and for a baby. After 2 years. Just mind the time after 2 years.
2 years.
So that was challenged. It's not my baby. That time ND Tiwari case didn't come. So DNA test was not open. DNA test was not permissible at the time. That order was challenged before the High Court. This is, I remember the name of the judge. This is Alwalia was there. He said, Mr. Tiwari, I can understand, but cannot help you. Adultery is a ground, but that must be a continuous form of adultery. So at the end of the day, he had to pay the alimony for the wife and for the kid, which was not his. So this is the bad side of legal system.
Mm.
Now things are changing again. Now things are changing after any Tiwari case. DNA test is there. After DNA test, everything is now in place. But that time, that guy, I still remember his face. After losing the case, I remember the case was in court number 28, High Court. So outside, he said he was looking pale. He was looking shattered. He said, Sir, card should not akade.
Mm.
For whom I should pay. So this is the situation. But now things are changing. I say law is dynamic.
Mm.
Everything is changing. I think within a few years, everything will fall in place. They're just saying the 18th century's law cannot solve 21st century's problem. And things are changing now. Say we have seen the BNS has come, BNSS has come, evidence has changed. Earlier, what used to happen, the chats, communication, mails, those were not considered as evidences. Now,
They
this
are
is there.
evidences.
That is changing.
So, coming to the rising case of divorces, if you think of, so do you think a financial background of the woman or in the relationship or the man in the relationship is a factor which is the leading cause of the divorce, or sometimes it doesn't let the divorce take place at all?
Uh, I would like to share with an example that if we talk 15, 20 years back, definitely it was a restricting factor for divorce. Because when the women were not working, like 2 days back, I was seeing this woman who came to me with her daughter. She was around 55 years mother, I think, and daughter was above 18, so I can't even report it as POSCO now. So this female admitted in front of me that she was being sexually abused by her father, biological father. And then the sister who came with her elder sister, she said, I have gone through the same from my childhood, from say 8, 9 years of age, and it continued for many years. So when I asked the mother, are you aware of it? She said, yes, my daughters told me long time back. I said, did you talk to your husband about it? She said, no, he's having other affairs. If I talk to him, then things will be more awkward for me because I can't leave the marriage. I have to stay with this man. So I said, why? What is the reason if you know your husband is abusing your daughters? He has abused multiple people in the family, different females are going for multiple sexual affairs. So she said, because how will I survive otherwise? My parents are not there. My brother will not take care of me. I don't have a son who can earn for me later. I have two daughters. In our society, daughters cannot support the parents after marriage. So ultimately, if I leave my husband, where do I go? And what do I do? So what I understood over there, key financial dependence on husband is such a strong factor that woman used to accept anything. Because as he sir was just saying, ki patriarchal family, patriarchal family, I completely agree. We have to accept that the society was patriarchal. Male was the leading earning member, and females were absolutely dependent on them, and they had this fear. If he leaves me, what will happen to me? Male did not have that fear. Now, fortunately, things are changing. With financial independence, woman has a choice that she can leave a bad marriage.
Okay.
But obviously, financial independence doesn't mean that women will get out of marriage because even financially independent women want marriage support. Like,
Yes.
marriage is not just for money, it's also getting that emotional support, love that as a human we all need. So, financial independence definitely may not lead to divorce, but financial dependence, yes, you do stay in toxic, abusive marriage, whatever you call it. This is my clinical experience.
And also social safety and security. Like when you are a kind of married woman, then like you are society, as he was, I think, mentioning that. So society sees you in different way. But when you are like out of the marriage, they take it kind of like take for granted, and like that also they see in different manner. So I think that kind of pressures also they feel. So it's not only the finance part of it, but also the kind of decision taking a part of it, and also emotionally, that emotional support, because sometimes even the family, the parents, if they are not well off, but at least they support that, okay, come back to our places, we'll support you. That also helps. But if they don't get that kind of support, then definitely that's a kind of problem.
They take it like this is our fate. They
Yeah,
leave
this-
everything on fate. So financial support, financial stability is good. And for divorce and all everything, it's not only about financial support. Sometimes we have seen a very another example, a very well known person. He used to work in a very high position. His wife was not financially strong. She was facing torture for years, 10 years, 15 years. And after that, one day she thought, no, this cannot go on. So she came out. She's doing something nice on her own because she chose life. She chose life. So now this is happening because financial part is there. Say, for example, government, I'm talking about government, be it state, be it central, be it anything. There are many things, right? There are many schemes, there are many things. If if you use that in a nice way, we can get out of any situation financially. So we need to know that. And divorce is a part. Divorce is not, again, I am starting from where I started. Divorce is increasing. I will not take it in a bad way. I will take it in a good way. Surviving, getting divorced is 1,000 times better than
In
surviving
an
on a
abusive
bad marriage.
relationship. Yeah. So, sir, for this law part of it, like ma'am mentioned this example where the daughters were being sexually abused by their biological father. So, I would like some kind of advice from you, the legal part basically, a mother who is going through this with her daughters or sons, children, whatever. What kind of legal support is there for these kind of parents who want to get out of the